obviously a big miss, with Virat. He's one of the senior players, the leaders in the team. The way that he goes about his innings, in that middle phase especially, is something that we'll miss. And unfortunately, we can't control injuries and all of that. It's a new opportunity for somebody now in this series to go out and fulfill that role, and we're excited and looking forward to that. And yeah, with Rohit, always nice to have his experience back as well. Just the calmness that he brings to the dressing room is always a positive to have. He's training well, he's moving well, so I know that he's also excited to go tomorrow. That's definitely part of our thinking and our vision is to give ourselves options for that World Cup in South Africa. Bumrah again with the new ball, we know what he can do, but it's in the same time, it's good for Indian cricket that we give guys opportunity under pressure against good opposition and see what they can do. And luckily we've got two guys now, in Prince and Gurnur, in our squad, and I'm pretty sure Gautam will give those guys opportunity and see how they go in an Indian shirt. It's different, playing for international cricket with the Indian badge. So we're excited to have them. They fitted in beautifully so far. They've trained really well. So yeah, hopefully they can get the opportunity and go out and perform. Look, you plan, you look at your options like we do in batting, bowling. Same as with the all-rounders. Unfortunately, Hardik is missing this series. He picked up a niggle, very close to joining camp. But again, there's another opportunity now for Nitish Kumar Reddy. He's been playing beautifully, the last sort of 2 years. He's done a lot of work personally on his game. And, like we said earlier, with the new bowlers coming into the squad, it is an opportunity for guys also in that role to put the hand up and make life difficult, for the selectors. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, Nitish and I always encourage the guys to go out and when they get the opportunity to work and develop their own game, look at areas where they can improve, and Nitish did that. If it was from a technical point of view to get him a little bit better at the crease, more balance, so the energy flows down the wicket, or it's thinking, in both departments there's this improvement. So yeah, we're excited for him to get an opportunity and see how that he puts that together on an international stage. And yeah, it's always nice to have that extra helping hand. And Asai's obviously, he's got heaps of experience, and his knowledge about the game is right up there. So for him, and a different voice in the change room and in the meetings rooms is always nice. And we all keep on working together and bounce ideas from each other. And at the end of the day, it's the best for Indian cricket. It's not just my voice; it's whoever comes into the system. How can we make this group better? How can we keep on winning and ultimately lift that trophy? So great to have extra help. On Rohit, good. I didn't even notice that. It just shows that I don't think there's any issue. He's passed all his fitness tests. He's cleared and ready to go. I think obviously the balls are coming at high speeds, and you want to protect yourself, even if there is a slight niggle. But I can assure you, there's nothing wrong. Rohit is moving well and training well. So excited to see him go. And in terms of that number 3 slot, I think that's something that in this series we'll play around with. Even if it's Ishan or KL or Yashasvi, it's a nice opportunity now. We've got a couple of one-day games coming up, and we'll give guys opportunity in different slots, just to give ourselves a better idea in terms of how we can go and structure teams and have different options. Look. First of all, I mean, we take the focus, we bring the focus to us and what we need to build on regarding the bigger picture down the line. So a lot of our focus, a lot of our training, the way we go, the way we're going to play the game is going to be sort of internal and focus on on us and not so much on the opposition. But saying that, Afghanistan, their white ball record is very good. We've seen in the World Cup, what they can do on the day. So there's obviously a lot of respect for this team. They've got a lot of quality in their side, with spin, with bat, a lot of dangerous players. So we need to be on top of a game. We can't expect just to land the ball in the area and think things are going to happen. And that was the same message in the test match. And I think the guys took that message on board in the red ball game. And hopefully we can can take that now into the next sort of week and a half. My first impressions, it was sort of, I almost like felt that they've been part of the squad for 5 years. I saw no nervousness in their face, although I can imagine coming into the squad they would be pretty nervous. But I think the way they've gone about training, the way the energy they trained with was very, very nice and good to see. In terms of their skills, I can also see that they've done a lot of work on that. They were on the money, accurate, and that sort of makes my life a little bit easier. Obviously from there now, or from here on, we'll develop their games and sort of have conversations of how we can play that middle phase and with the power plays and the depth, how we can do that better. But definitely on first impressions, very happy with what we saw as a group. Now it's just excited, to get them ready and give them the best opportunity to go out and perform when they get the call. Yeah, obviously there was heavy rains last night, so and I think there'll be weather around for even predicted for forecasted for tomorrow. So that there will be a bit of moisture in the air. I think the toss is something that we can't control. We just need to try and put our best sort of foot forward in this game with batting and bowling. If we start well with the bat, we start well with the ball. Just putting those basics well in place from the start. Toss, like I say, we'll see what happens there. But for me, it is just taking the learnings from South Africa, taking the learnings from New Zealand, and looking for improvement in our white ball game, especially in our 50-over game. And that's a goal now for Afghanistan, for West Indies. Just looking for small improvements and making sure when we come in the World Cup next year, we're peaking at the right time.